Hey YouTubers, welcome back to Desert Have a Garden. We are up here at the High Desert Homestead, and yesterday we had a great day with an adventure with some friends who are now homesteading out at the ranch where we have property. And their place is about a 40-minute drive from ours on the dirt roads. So it's not like it's right next to us, but it's cool to have some friends that are out here and they're actually full-time, whereas we're not ready to make that leap yet. So after a great day of having fun and the kids getting to try out their new go-kart, their fixed up go-kart anyhow, we have some things that we need to check on around the homestead and clean up, as well as there's an unfinished project that we really have been meaning to get back to and haven't. We are now going to think about embarking on it, perhaps because we are gluttons for punishment or we have a short memory for pain of past experiences. So we did all of that block work on the basement, and it seems as though we're ready to start on this project again. So I'm here in the pump house for our well and our water tank. We have the 2,500 gallon water storage tank above ground, and it is enclosed with this concrete block, but I'll show you. It ends, and we didn't quite make it all the way up to the top, and as a result we need to finish that, and we really need to get a roof on it so that this structure can be finished, put a door on it, and then it'll be a good storage place for a few tools, as well as just keeping the water safe from freezing risk. And we didn't have any trouble over this winter with freezing, but we have all the pipes wrapped and have been really careful, but we just want to make sure that it's an added layer of protection for our water pipes. We discovered this mess. It looks like there was a cow tromping around, and that white bucket there in the background was knocked over. It had knocked over all this oil from the tractor and made this big puddle. So we're going to need to clean this up. We're going to scoop all the dirt with the oil back into the bucket, and we're going to dispose of that. We definitely don't want to have an oil spill. Let's do a little update on my garden. Since we planted it, it's been about 3 weeks, and we haven't been up here since then to check on it, but we have had some friends come up the last 2 weekends and send progress pictures. And the first weekend it looked like there was some growth, and so that was a little bit optimistic. And you can see here that the asparagus ferns are looking nice, and there's no more that we can harvest for this year, but the asparagus ferns are doing their thing, and then we'll have more asparagus next year. But we've had some unseasonably late frost around here, and it really took a toll on the plants. We weren't here to cover them, and it really browned out the leaves, and I don't know if they'll come back. This has a little bit of green growth at the tip that may not have been affected, and further down at that one maybe a little bit as well. These ones are the sweet meat squashes, though I'm not highly optimistic. It's the end of May, and we had frost 2 nights ago. They had snow 4 days ago. This here is a cucumber. That one may make it. Its partner did not make it. The one thing that didn't seem to be affected is the sunflower. And look at that, a sunflower of all things you would think would have been totally frostbitten and ruined, but it seems to be just fine. Back there in the end is the watermelon plants, 2 of them, both of them are completely browned. Very disappointing. And then here, the tomato plant, I don't see any chance of that coming back. I do have some more starts back at home that perhaps I can bring up if we come up next weekend and try and get a lake garden going. But this is really, it's disappointing. It's really sad that the garden took this toll from late frost. So we're not looking at a very optimistic gardening season here. I think someone else wants to drive. Which one of you knocked over my bucket? The last time we were up here and you were shooting, you had some problems sighting in your rifle. So tell me about that. What did you find was the problem?
And the bolts for the sights right here, they weren't tight enough, so the scope was sliding off the back.
Okay. And what have you done to fix that?
We've tightened the bolts back up.
And what do you need to do now?
Sight the scope back in.
Okay. Sounds good.
One right in the middle. You got one right in the center here, and then a flyer. So it's definitely position. It's about the same thing you did here and here, but closer. So that's all in your breathing.
What is it?
A caterpillar. It's really fuzzy. Gotta let you onto that.
What do you have there?
I have a mega boom. It's a target where you pump up the bottle with lots of air, and then you shoot it and it explodes.
Okay, where'd you get it from?
One of our friends gave it to us.
Okay, go ahead and get it ready. What are you going to be shooting it with?
An AR-15.
Okay.
Safety off.
Did it hit it?
Yeah, but hit it right here.
Pretty much tore it up, huh?
Dead center.
Nice.
The gun's louder than the boom.
Safety on.
Actually, I think you hit the bottom of it.
It got some KIA.
doing over there, big cow? Are you the one who knocked my bucket over? When you're out at a homestead like we are, sometimes things don't go quite as planned, and that's okay. And that's what this weekend was all about. We had these big plans of finishing our pump house this weekend, finishing up those last couple rows of blocks so we could get a roof on it and have some rain catchment, as well as protect all of our pipes and get them secured. That didn't happen at all. We didn't lay a single block. We got totally distracted with visiting with neighbors and shooting off the rifles and having some fun, as well as getting a bunch of little jobs done. Sometimes there are little jobs that take a lot less time but are more pressing. So the pump house isn't something that we have to get done right now. It's something we would like to get done, but we do have the whole summer until we get back into hopefully the freezing temperatures, since it is the end of May and we have had frost just this week. But we got a bunch of little jobs done. We got fuel put back in the generators. We filled the water tank back up from the well. We had to fill the water tank in the trailer. There was a little vent in the bathroom of the trailer that had to be repaired. What else? We burnt a brush pile that we really wanted to get cleared out of the way, so we burnt through the whole brush pile and sifted those ashes around trees so they can add to the health of the trees. We got that belt off of the go-kart so we can take it back home and get a new one in order to fix the go-kart the next time we're up here. And we just overall had kind of a relaxing time. Last night it started raining, actually yesterday evening, so it put us inside a little bit earlier than normal, but we had some really nice family time, and really that's what this is all about, is having this homestead property is our getaway and our decompression time, our relaxing and enjoying our family. So plans change, and that's okay. So you just go with the flow. You do what's pressing and what has to be done right now, and save the rest for when you have more time and energy for it, as long as we get things done when they need to be done. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give us a thumbs up and subscribe for more updates in the future.